What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Dimitri here. Merry Christmas to you all. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas with your family. I certainly did. Now, today I want to tell you what my favorite perfume house discovery from 2019 is. It is an English house that was created in 2014. The creator of this house is Liz Moore. Since 2014, she only created 6 perfumes, so roughly one every year. So that goes to tell you how far she went to put a lot of effort and quality into each fragrance. And honestly, I am completely mind blown by each and every one of these scents. Rarely have I found a perfume house that made me go wow to pretty much every single one of its scents. And this is the case with Papillon Artisan Perfume. Papillon means a butterfly in French. Even though it's an English house, she decided to name most of her perfumes in French. Okay, so basically it's an homage to Grasse and French Perfumery itself. And as a matter of fact, this is probably what Perfumery used to be back in the days when there was no IFRA regulation and when perfumers could actually create whatever they wanted by using whatever ingredient they wanted. Okay, so if you think that the best was already made, think twice. In today's perfumery era, basically you have the big companies that are basically just not really evolving anymore. They're just creating ugly, synthetic, copycats of each other scents. Most of the accords are already pre-made by the big companies such as Firmenich and Givaudan, and there's a few others. But when we're talking about independent perfumers such as Liz Moore, then she can pretty much do whatever she wants with her own company. I'm not gonna let you wait anymore. I'm gonna give you a quick impression of what you will get with each perfume from her company. The first one is Dryad. Okay, so this is a chypre, an animalic chypre, okay, with a few floral notes, but you will mainly get a beastly opening of spices, civet, dry, almost very mossy, very assertive fragrance. Like I'm right here. You can tell I'm here because of my presence with the aura that I emanate with such a perfume. This is the perfume of a boss that is not scared of overpowering everybody else in the room. A great chypre perfume, but probably the hardest one to pull off. If you're into chypre, then go ahead and give this a try because it is really amazing the way it evolves. Unfortunately, I only had 2 days to go through all of these before I made this review, so I can't really go into details. But I can tell you that this has very high quality ingredients in it. The next one is the softer one from the house. It's called Angelique. Okay, so angelical. This is iris-based perfume with notes of mimosa, flowery notes, and it is a very soft, not very powdery, even though it's an iris root-based fragrance. It's really feminine, very delicate, and sort of the perfume that someone who doesn't want to be in your face all the time would wear. Okay, so this is a kind of shy person, a woman mostly, even though men could pull it off. Beautiful perfume, Angelique by the house of Papillon. Next we have Bengale Rouge. This perfume was basically created as an homage for Liz Moore's Bengal cat. Okay, so it is probably the best honey-based perfume that I ever put my nose on, ever. Okay, I sprayed some on my arm last night, and right now on the dry down, 12 hours later, I'm getting one of the best vanillas I have ever witnessed, ever. But the beginning is all about honey. It's all about resins and tonka beans. Fantastic if you're into sweet gourmandish fragrances. This is like opening a jar of organic honey. and just spreading it on the bread and eating it. An amazing creation, perfect for a woman. Then you have Salome, another chypre, but not as powerful or as in your face as Dryad. This is probably what Mitsuko used to smell like 50 years ago. I own Mitsuko just for the sake of it, and I can tell you that it is a bit off-putting at the beginning. It gets better in the dry down, but this is amazing from beginning to the end. One of the most incredible chypre perfumes that I have ever encountered, ever. Lots of oak moss, lots of resins, a little bit of bergamot at the beginning, of course. Those are the three main notes of a chypre perfume. Salome is fantastic if you're into chypre. Fantastic. Next, we have a very effervescent, happy rose. It's called Tobaco Rose. It doesn't have much of tobacco, but it has a lot of rose. It reminds me of the color pink. This would be perfect on a really happy woman. Amazing on cold weather, but also during the hotter days, probably. And if you're into roses, give this a try because it's a knockoff. Really, really good. But I kept the best for the last. Today, I am introducing to you to the best suede leather fragrance I have ever encountered. Forget about Tuscan leather, forget about Godolphin, forget about Cuir de Russie. All of those are back in the past, at least concerning me. I am going to buy a full bottle of Anubis. Anubis is a dedication to the ancient Egyptian times, okay? So you will get resins, myrrh, suede, fantastic sorts of incensey notes, and honestly, the sum of its parts is undescribable. It's really, really the best I have ever smelled concerning leather fragrance. I'm a frag head when it comes to leather and tobacco fragrance, and leather being probably the top note ever for me. And I think I found the one. I found the perfect perfume that I could actually wear as a signature. Of course, I will also wear others, but you know, the ultimate search for a perfume that represents me might be over. I will not stop making reviews, of course, but when it comes to my personality, I see myself wearing Anubis all the time. A beauty. Thank you, Liz Moore, to coming up with such beautiful fragrances. I will see you guys soon. Take care and a Merry Christmas again.